Jesus is presented in this second half of Lent when we pick up the Gospel of St. John as the one who cures, who's the answer to sin and its consequences. Jesus, who is the one who will save. Jesus is the one who will bring wholeness. And I think that it's important for us to recognize where we're broken, where we need to be healed, because it is Jesus who's the one who will bring this forgiveness because of his love of God and of us. But this first reading from the book of the prophet Ezekiel is one that I think has captured my attention for many years. In the image is that coming from the temple is this small trickle of water, and the farther it goes from the temple, the deeper and more life-giving it becomes. And years ago, one of the priests from my community, who is a great writer on the missions and mission spirituality, he used this term that the church does not have a mission. The mission has a church. And if we begin to see our vocation and our belonging to this church is, living that reality, that the church does not have a mission, the mission has a church, maybe we will see that it is up to us to bring forgiveness, for our lives of service to make a difference in the world, that we are not the center of the universe, but it is God's kingdom. And God's kingdom charges us to be agents of love, of forgiveness, and of service. In this vision of Ezekiel, that the farther you go from the temple, the more life there is. Indeed, if we engage what God has given us, how different this world would be. How many more people dedicated to peace would be engaged in bringing peace. Those who wish to eliminate hunger and illness and disease and unforgiveness would be engaged by the work of God's holy people, putting into practice the keys of the kingdom. The farther we go, where we see people who really imbibe of this gift of grace, the more we see the kingdom outside the four walls of whatever church we worship in, and how much more God's love will find a home.